Hi, all right, so today I want to talk about breathing and the breath. And I'm certainly not an expert on breathing or the breath. There are so many amazing people out there who are teaching all kinds of breathing techniques, from yogic breath. Pranayama is really good. If you want to look up to that, you can do pranayama breathing. Any good yogic or Ayurveda breathing technique is super amazing, and there's amazing people teaching those. Um, there is also Bottega breathing, which is a very fine, shallow kind of breathing that is said to be amazing in curing things. But what I want to talk about today is what I know and what could be helpful for you outside of taking a breathing course or learning really an intricate breathing practice. So this can just help you. When you're breathing in, you always breathe in through your nose. When you're breathing out, there's different theories. Yogic breathing will say that you can breathe out through your mouth or your nose. And something like Bottega breathing will say you have to breathe in and out through your nose. But the rule of thumb is always in through the nose. It's up to you whether it's out through the nose or out through the mouth. Another good technique is if you take your right hand and put it on your heart, and take your left hand and put it on your belly. Let's see if I can see mine. And you take a deep breath, or not a deep breath, but you take a breath in. And then you let it out. Both your chest and your stomach will rise, but it's important to see which is rising first and which is rising first. So if your stomach is rising first, that's what you should be doing. If your chest is rising first, it means your chest is stuck up in here. You're breathing stuck up on your chest, and you really want to be belly breathing. Chest breathing is associated with sympathetic nervous system and sympathetic breathing. Belly breathing is more in tune with parasympathetic breath, which is calming down the central nervous system. So another tip that I'd like to share, excuse me, I have this little cough, is when you're breathing in, you are mostly using sympathetic tone. You're stimulating when you breathe in. You're increasing the oxygen when you breathe in. You are releasing cortisol. When you're breathing in, it's a sympathetic state. So breathing in and taking deep breaths is really great for when you're fatigued, you're dealing with chronic fatigue, lethargy, all of these things where you don't have enough of the sympathetic. Okay, so when you're breathing in deep, that's really good for that. If you have excess cortisol, high anxiety, nerve tension and pain, and what you need to be doing is calming down the nervous system, then focus on the exhale, because the exhale is where the parasympathetic system resides. So we really want to be focusing on a longer and more extreme exhale. If you have excess energy and you need to calm down your nervous system, then you are going to be taking a breath in and then much longer, much heavier, much more focus on the exhale if you need to calm down your system. So when you're doing like 4 in and 4 out, like a circular breathing, saying like something like that in rhythm for like 4 counts in, 4 counts out, 4 counts in, 4 counts out. That is perfect balance of the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. So that's exactly where we aim to be. So if you're healthy, that's exactly what you aim to do, is we aim to have conscious in breathing and exhale breathing. in the same ratio. So 4 in, 4 out, 4 in. It's just circular. It's just continual. Whether you're doing Buteyko, soft breathing through your nose, still 4 in, 4 out, or whether you're doing yoga breathing, which is deeper, and belly breathing and really doing that, is still 4 in, 4 out. So that is the perfect harmony breath for when you're feeling well, when you're already feeling good, when this is what you'd like to keep. Okay, but if you are super chronic fatigued, you can't get out of bed, you're having super problems getting any kind of cortisol going or getting your body going, we need to activate our inhale. Right? But if we are, I'm really getting a lot of breath in through the nose. But again, if we have a heightened nervous system and we have a really active central nervous system that's in fight or flight, we need to accentuate the exhale. So it's so we can even hold our breath to accentuate the exhale. So if you breathe in lightly, and what also helps is after the exhale is one of the powers of stillness is when you exhale and then you hold. And you hold past the air hunger. Little breath in and hold. For as long as you can. And this is how we can bring this system down into parasympathetic. So I hope that's given you a few tips. Again, we want to be breathing from our belly, always breathing in through your nose, and the inhale is usually sympathetic and the exhale is usually the parasympathetic, and there's much power found in the hold on the exhale when you're trying to calm down your system and finding that sort of stillness and that meditative state that you're looking for. And then a continual circular breath of 4-4, 3-3, 5-5, whatever, is the perfect balance of breath. So anyways, I hope these little tips have helped. There's many different schools of breathing. I'm certainly not an expert on the breath, but some sort of breath practice is definitely a good thing to add to your healing every day, because it helps purify the mind. It helps take control of your mind and your nervous system, and that puts you in a state to heal. So I hope this has been helpful.